What your pictures are telling bad guys with metadata and EXIF data. What those two things are information regarding the specifics about a photo, whether that be the date and time in which that photo was taken, any copyright information associated with that photo that the author of the photo wanted to put in there, the size of the photo, what type of camera took that photo, whether it be a phone. It'll even tell you if it was a Samsung phone, an Apple phone, and in my opinion, the worst part is the geolocation in which that picture was taken. A lot of phones, by default, have geolocation tags enabled for the pictures they take. I personally turn this option off. I don't like the fact of knowing that I have geolocation associated with my photos. I personally have no reason for it, but I've even been caught with having my geolocation turned on by accident. I dropped a weight in the gym on my phone. I had to order a new phone. I got the new phone. Completely forgot to turn that option off for a couple months. I actually, in those couple of months, I was selling some stuff on Craigslist that I was emailing somebody some information for. I was emailing them some pictures of my home gym in which I was selling, that I just went back in there into my email and looked up any .jpeg files because I was coming up with this class so I can use examples, and I realized the information and the pictures I was sending this guy had metadata. Whether he used it or not, I don't know, obviously, but unfortunately it's the case more times than not that people have their EXIF data and their geolocation turned on. So that's just an example of how I even was victim to this. Not necessarily victim, but I used it. So I'm going to show you guys some really quick ways to show EXIF data in certain photos. Right now there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. It's actually not hard. You can click on a lot of photos, in which I'll show you right now. And you can pull the EXIF data straight out of the photo itself. Right here, I can right-click on a picture I want to show you guys. And these photos were also taken in the time span that I got the new phone and forgot to turn my geolocation off. I ran a marathon last month. It was a half marathon. I don't want to give myself too much credit. In North Carolina, if you go to the details, you can obviously see that I was taken with it was a Samsung phone. It shows you the specific model. It even shows you that the flash mode was turned on, which is crazy in my opinion. If you scroll down, you can see the latitude and the longitude of this photo actually. So you can put those into Google Maps and find exactly where the picture was, or there's even websites out there that'll show you. So right now I'm going to actually show you all three of these photos because all three have EXIF data and geolocation turned on. And they show you pretty close, actually. There was a recent example that I'm in a class right now, and we all share a G drive to share information with each other. And I was looking for pictures again that I can use as examples for this class that I'm giving you guys. And one of the pictures actually has possible test questions, and I'm not going to upload that picture. My intent isn't to get anybody in trouble, but I was able to look at the EXIF data off of that phone, find exactly the date and the time that picture was taken, the location it was taken, and if you wanted to really get this guy in trouble, you could go in and see exactly who was there on that date, and this was last year sometime, so I'm sure if I wanted to I could find who was in the classroom on that date and associate where the picture was taken to which seat the person was sitting in. So it's crazy, and especially if you're a bad guy you can use that data. So right here is the start of the marathon that I did, and it shows you the exact same thing. It shows you it was a Samsung, but it shows you on the map exactly where the photo was taken, and that's almost spot on of exactly where I was when I took this picture when we started the marathon. Another example I want to show you guys is I was in Savannah one weekend. No, that's the wrong picture. That's the third one I want to show you guys. I was in Savannah one weekend, and I'm pretty new to Savannah. I was just going down there to visit, to walk around. I took a picture of the sign of the street I was parked on. It was called Lincoln Street, so I didn't forget. I was going to go walk around. I didn't want to forget exactly where I was parked, so I took a picture of the sign. If you look exactly on this map where it associates me, you can see that it puts me right on Lincoln Street, exactly where I took the picture. The last example is just another example. I was on the 95 driving north. I was with a buddy that was driving. I wanted to send a picture to another buddy showing him that we were close to getting there. I took a picture of a sign, and you could even see how close it is even while moving. This is where the website and the EXIF data puts me. Even while driving at, I forget how fast we were driving, whatever the speed limit was, 65, you can see the sign was right there. So yeah, those are examples of EXIF data. A good thing to know that you can, 1, turn off the geotagging on your phone, and 2, you can, there's a way by default in Windows that you can delete some of the information. I personally would rather not turn geotagging on by default, just because of the fact I don't trust this way. But you can right click on your photos and remove properties and personal information. And the last thing I want to tell you guys before I forget is the majority of social media websites out there do delete metadata and EXIF data by default. So whether that social media site is one you use or not, I would specifically look up. I know the big ones usually generally do delete the EXIF data when you do upload whatever picture you are uploading. But verify just in case. Thank you guys for watching the video.